What's up, guys? DB-YGO here with another Locals deck profile we just got done here tonight. I got Chris with us here, and he got third place. And what did you play today, Chris?
I played Adamancipator Magnet Warriors.
Adamancipator Magnet Warriors. That is probably the coolest thing I've ever heard. I actually played against him a couple weeks ago, and he did the Dougie on me. And he got third again tonight. We had about 21 players tonight, so he did good. He plays the deck very well. It's awesome. So, do you want to go over your matchups tonight? You can if you want to. You don't have to, but if you remember them.
Round one was Toons. Yeah, I really never saw what their win condition was.
Okay.
So I don't want to say free win, but they just never got to a point where they were putting pressure on.
Okay.
What was after that? I had Prank Kids, which is actually a really scary matchup. I lost to the kid last week because I got greedy. Tried to play a little bit smarter this week because I knew the matchup with the kid I was playing against, and it paid off. Didn't try to overextend, just kind of kept what I knew would be consistent and safe against the deck, and then, yeah, it paid off. Round three was Tri-Brigade. Really wasn't too hard. Stopped the, whatever it's called, the Revolt.
The Revolt.
That specials them back, and they really don't have much to follow up.
Yeah, you gotta stop the Revolt.
And then I lost round four to Virtual World. Didn't know what they did, never played against the deck. Yeah, he had what he had, and I didn't have it.
Randomly crazy things that it can do. It's not very linear.
No, yeah, it seemed very versatile, so I really wasn't sure what to stop, and you know, you get got, so.
Yeah, no, it's good.
But
it's hard to choke point decks that have a lot of cards that do the same thing, like the ones that dump in special stuff. Yeah, it's crazy. So, all right, cool. Yeah, we'll go ahead and get in deck profile, but we're gonna show off his sick mat first. Like, look at this. That's hot. It's a beautiful mat. Where'd you get it?
MetaMats.
Okay.
Online.
Cool.
Huge fan. They do a lot of Dragon Ball Z themed mats.
Sweet. If you have the link, I can put that in the description if you want. So yeah, people can find out where to get stuff like this. So all right, yeah, you go ahead when you are ready.
So it's a rock-based deck. So you're going with 2 Doki Dokis, 3 seem to clog. Depending on the matchup, I'll side one out. It's just a good extender. Helps you push. Helps you get bodies on board. We go 3 Seeker. Adamancipator name, you're really trying to see him in the deck to get your engine rolling. He's really good. Excavate 5, special summon any level 4 or lower rock non-tuner. And if you control an Adamancipator name on the board, he can special from hand. So pretty good. Got the next best one I would think is Analyzer. Same effect where you excavate 5, special level 4 lower non-tuner earth, or not earth, but rock monster. He has a Cyber Dragon effect where if your opponent controls a monster and you do not, you can special him from your hand for free. Really comes up going second a lot. And then what I would say is the best name in the deck is the Researcher.
I mean, there's a reason why it's the most expensive one.
Yeah, definitely a reason. Didn't know why when I was buying it. Definitely know why now. Same effect, excavate 5, special your rock boys, and this one, if you control any rock monster on the board, you can special for free. So really helps push. It's so good. Helps you go into Gallant. You don't have to rely on keeping an Adamancipator name. And there's been instances where I've gotten nibbed, held onto the Researcher in hand, and tokens are rock, so I can still special and try to make a board. So really solid card. Usually the one you're trying to search with Gallant if you can.
For sure.
For the level 4s, the non-tuners, we're doing 3 of the Dragites.
3 Dragites.
Level 4 lets you draw 1 when it's summoned, so really can't complain.
Gets you into Gallant Granite.
Gets you into Gallant, gets you into your level 6 or level 8 Synchro. Plus it's nice having that water engrave.
Nice draw card.
Yep, nice draw card. We're doing 1 of the Wind, 1 of the Raptite. Just really looking for another level 4 body to get on the board so you can actually sink into Raptite. The Wind effect engrave comes up, but really not enough. Honestly, I would probably cut it. But right now, it's just another name to try to hit for because it sucks when you whiff. That's it for the Adamancipator monsters for the main deck. Onto the Magnet Warriors, we're doing 3 Delta. Basically a Foolish Burial for your Magnet Warriors. Really solid. Really, he's honestly probably the one I'm trying to hit for the most. If I don't know where I'm going for my line of play. Depending on the hand, you know, it changes. But if I'm just like, I need to hit something, I'm usually praying for him. Because he lets you get to your level 6 synchros with the level 2s, plus he gets the dump for free. Next, we're playing 3 betas. I wanted to run him at 3 because he is the Rhoda of the deck. He searches any of the other Magnet Warriors except for
off
the level
normal
8.
or special.
Yes,
Crazy.
off normal or special. So he gets you to whatever names you're missing as far as the Magnet Warriors go. So that's why I'm running him at 3. Nice to hit, level 3, so good for synchro plays to see with the extra deck. 2 alpha, and then 2 gamma.
Okay.
We want to see rocks, we want to see names, so we can have bodies on board, but they have the least relevant effects.
He's the one that searches for your boss monster, right?
You'll search the level 8,
Yep.
your boss monster for the magnets, and gamma will special another magnet from hand.
Oh, nice. Okay.
So really nice, can help extend. Can also do nothing if you hit it. So that's why we're running the stills at 2, so we can
It's
still
funny,
hit
all
bodies.
these cards that are named Gamma extend. Like,
I know.
he extends, Drytron Gamma extends, Cyframe Gamma extends.
Gamma is just a solid
Gamma,
name for a
yeah,
Yu-Gi-Oh card.
it is.
The one Berserkion,
Yes.
there are times I wish I had the second, because I did recently cut it down to 1. But really, if you're summoning it more than once, you should have already won that game. So I decided to cut it to 1. You're really only dropping him on the board when you are ready to clear your opponent's board and attack for game. And really easy to drop him.
He's like a pseudo ABC.
He's a pseudo ABC.
Yeah.
You can banish a name from grave to pop a card on field. Not a once per turn, but not a quick effect.
Yeah.
So it has its pluses, has its downsides.
I gotcha.
And then if he's destroyed by battle or card effect, he can special out the banished names of your magnets.
Yep.
So can help build a wall. Sometimes
Very
wish I had the
nice.
second, but it is okay at 1.
Yep.
Hand traps, 3 ash.
3 Ash. It's Ash.
Covers your bases.
Yep.
Covers too much not to play.
Nope. It's the best hand trap in the game.
Agreed. Then triple imperm for the main. I didn't want to clog too much. I wish I could play more, but I really need to see those rock type monsters to get the engine rolling.
Yeah.
So I figured it's a little bit versatile in different ways than Ash. So I have
I mean, this card
some
can't be
protection.
Gamma, so.
Right. Can't be gamma. Can set. Can negate 2 cards in 1 column essentially, which did come up tonight.
Card's so
really
good.
nice. So yeah, I would definitely keep it. On for the spell cards of the deck. 3 magnet fields. It's the Magnet Warrior field spell. So what it does is, if you control a level 4 or lower Earth Rock monster, you can special summon a a level 4 or lower Magnet Warrior from your graveyard.
Okay.
So again, it's just another extender. If I open Delta, I can dump another Delta and then special that, overlay into Gallant, and get the Adamancipator engine rolling. It has a second effect that nobody ever reads, where
I read it.
yes. Let's see. Once per turn, at the end of the damage step, when an Earth Rock monster you control battles an opponent's monster, but the opponent's monster was not destroyed, you can return that opponent's monster to the hand.
Yep.
lot of
This
people-
card can just
Yeah.
wipe Dragoon real quick.
It really
They don't
does,
even...
and it does come up. It is an out to Dragoon, and it's one of the reasons why I actually play the card at 3.
Uh-huh.
3 signs. It's a Monster Reborn for the archetype.
Uh-huh.
It's a Monster Reborn for the whole deck because it can special any rock.
rock.
But when you get a special that Adamancipator and get that free stack, it just feels so good.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, awesome card. Lets you play through a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And then one ofs, the one called by, one reborn, and then out of the new set King's Court, I'm playing 1 Magnet Induction.
Okay.
It was the 41st card.
41st card. All right. I have to read this too. You can go ahead and explain it.
Yeah, it's basically, it's just another extender. It summons any of the names you don't have. But really, it does come up because you're...
Oh, that's crazy.
But the protection effect, it hasn't came up yet. I've usually used it first turn as an extender.
Wow.
But in theory, you know, if I need to recover and push for game on my recovering turn, it can really help push through a lot of other effects with that protection.
Man,
So,
I'll bet when you read that card when it was first
Oh,
announced,
I was
I'll bet
excited.
you about peed yourself, dude.
buddy Jeremy tagged me in our group chat, told me it was coming out because they all know I love the Magnet Warriors, and I've been trying to build fun versions of it. So yeah, when I read this card, I was like, it's not a bad card. So
No,
we'll
it's
go
a
to
good
41
one-of,
just
yeah.
to play it. If I had to cut any to go to 40, it would either be this though or the Wind level 4. Really just tough call. The more I play the deck, I'll probably have a more solid choice as to what I would do. But so far, I'm loving it. It's a lot of fun, and I love getting those Magnet Warriors spamming the field.
Love it. That's awesome.
All right, and that is it for main.
Yep, main deck.
Extra, we are doing 2 Raptite.
Okay.
Pretty much the first Synchro you're going into, it's just you're pushing your plays, helping you dig for more.
It's another Excavate 5, right?
Excavate 5. This one can summon a tuner.
Okay.
So if you're missing an Adamancipator name to push a little farther, it can hit those out of deck, which helps you then push further and further.
Okay.
So really solid, just start to your engine.
And then it can just banish cards from the opponent's graveyard.
Yeah,
if
and
you
then
have the Wind guy. That's pretty
if
good.
you have a Wind Engrave, it's a DD Crow on your opponent's turn.
Nice.
So it does come up why I play the level 4 at 1 just to have it.
Yeah.
Not sure if I want to keep the Wind though.
Okay.
2 Dragite,
Okay.
one of the MVPs of the entire deck.
This card's good.
Excavate 5, you can send a card from your opponent's field back to their hand for every rock monster you revealed. Doesn't target, so another Dragoon out, and there's been times with how many rocks I play in the deck, I can bounce 5 cards to the board, and that feels nice. His effect, the Spell and Trap Negate, does come up a lot more often. We're playing the 3 Dragites.
Yeah, that's
level
nuts.
4s. So that one does come up. Pretty much, we try to set it up as often as we can. 1v games tonight, just being able to negate Revolt.
My cards are nuts.
And people will say okay when I say activate effect, and then don't realize that I'm about to bounce their whole board away and go in for game. So steals games. People forget that it's a card, and it's beautiful.
Very nice.
The other MVP of the deck, and the reason I built the deck, is Nat Beast.
Oh my god. Yes, I hate this card. This is the card that bodied me.
I realize
we know what this is. I don't know why I'm picking it up.
All the Magnet Warriors are level 3 Earth types. 2 of the 3 Adamancipators are level 2 Earth type tuners. So I put 2 and 2 together, and we're going to try to spit this boy out as often as we can. Nat Beast wins games. It should just be called Nat Beast Turbo.
Nat Beast Turbo.
The one Barkion, because I saw that I can make it, and I thought it would be cool. I've made it a couple times, in the tournaments. Didn't make it tonight, but previous weeks I have. Whether I'm actually negating an effect or not doesn't matter to me. It's nice having him on the board, so I just feel like I don't have to worry about back row.
Yeah.
I can just pretty much pretend it's not there and play how I want to play the game. So situational, but glad I have it when I need it.
Oh yeah. Yeah, you don't want to be caught with your pants down. Like, you take it out and then you play against like a whole bunch of Eldritch and you're just like, oh.
Right, yeah, exactly. Eldritch, it stops the Revolt.
It can beat Revolt. Yeah.
An interesting tech, I love this card. Really syncs well with the actual Magnet Warrior side of it, is Gorgonic Guardian.
Oh my goodness, this is a throwback.
Rock monster. Quick effect where you can detach one, target an opponent's monster, reduce its attack to 0, and negate its effects. And then it has an additional effect, which isn't a quick effect, but if an opponent's monster has 0 attack, it can just destroy that card.
Wow. And it's not...
It's not a detach effect, so I can target like an Amirage and just pop it. They don't, I don't have to do anything to cost.
Wow, that's insane.
So comes up, helps force other negates, so then I can try to push further, because he hits the board, they already know something's going to get targeted. Doesn't out Dragoons, but still a monster.
That's alright. It's a decent card.
The one Gallant, you have to play it in the deck. Searches you any rock monster in your deck. Your deck is 100% rock monsters. So really just gets you to whatever you don't have. Even can add Nib if you want. So just really awesome card. A lot of the times I'll use him, search my researcher, get my Nat Beast on board. If it's the second turn of the game and I'm able to attack, just go into Zeus main phase 2. Actually did win me a game tonight, just having him with a couple bodies, and then I made a Zeus, sat on that, stole the game. So nice to have it. The one Dweller, I feel like you have to play it if you're playing
Dweller
any rank 4s.
Is probably the best rank 4 in the entire game.
It is. It shuts down, I feel like, 90% of the deck's meta or rogue. And by the time you make it, your opponent's already shaking their head like, dang, I should have stopped that. So, again, I don't make it every game because it's not always necessary.
It's there when you need it.
It has to be there.
Yes,
just like the Ash Blossoms or the Imperms. It has to be there.
Yep.
I know as soon as I don't have it, I'm going to regret it.
Yep.
And then the last XZ monster is the Zeus. Shout out to Ethan. Just phenomenal card.
It's so strong.
So
it's
strong, let you
ridiculous.
win games. Plus, keeps a big booty on board after you want to nuke everything. So really, really glad I had that. Definitely would keep that in with the amount of XZs you're playing.
Yep.
On for links. It's an Earth-based deck, so you have to play Miss Radiant.
Okay.
Just gives that nice boost to help push for game. Helps clear spaces if you're just trying to get some stuff in the grave to summon something else. As well as the other effect where you can pretty much add anything from your graveyard back if it gets destroyed.
Yeah.
The one Asa comes up a lot actually. Was able to summon my opponent's Roxy's. Was able to summon, I think it was a Kuraz. Is that the Earth one?
No.
Whichever one of the Tri Brigades was the Earth one.
Oh, Karis, yeah. Sorry,
Karis.
You said Kuraz. I thought you were talking about Monarchs. I was like, no, that's late. I got you now.
Then, so a few times where I've been able to summon him, summon one of my opponent's Earths, and then just go into a Unicorn to help get rid of an interruption on their field. And it did its job fine doing that. So, love to have it. Again, Earth-based deck, you got to have it.
Yep.
Then the one Unicorn. Honestly, I think one of the best generic links in the game. Any staple for any extra deck.
Yes.
The one Saryuja does come up.
You have a lot of different names. It's not
really
bad.
Trying to dig, because there's times where you'll have plenty of rocks on board, but like too many tuners or not enough to actually get what you want to sink or XZ into. So just clearing some space, getting to dig for some more names and other stuff to special really helps. Really helps you get out of tight spots. And then the Borreload, I would probably rather have an access code or a Borosaur, but your boy is broke.
That's all right. This card is still just underrated.
I wanted an
Nobody plays it
offensive
anymore,
rank
but
4 because I felt like Saryuja was still more of a defensive rank 4, helping you dig to get your board built. I wanted something I could at least make to push if it came up. It hasn't came up, but I'm sure when it does, I'll be glad I had it. But would definitely get rid of that for an access code or a Borosaur.
Yeah, for sure.
41 card main deck.
Yep.
Would probably cut either the Induction or the Wind for a solid 40. But I love it. It hasn't been bricking.
Cool.
Really, really fun to play. So I would definitely suggest picking it up. Not too expensive to build.
Yeah, no, not really right now. And then you said you don't want to show off the side deck.
I mean, we can.
It's up to you.
It's doo-doo. But
it's probably standard stuff.
Kind of standard stuff. We got the 3 Lancia, lovely golds.
Yeah.
1 Pank. Funny enough, I haven't decided them in once. Triple Twin.
Okay.
And then Triple Cosmic. Felt like you got to have some back row removal, otherwise
for sure.
you're going to get wiped out. The Triple Nib. Haven't gotten to drop this, at least at these locals yet, on anybody. Almost got to on Dustin here, but he stayed just at 4 summons until end phase, and I was heartbroken. And then the last 2, double droll.
And Nib's searchable by Gallant, right? Gallant doesn't search a level.
No, it does not search a level, it just searches a rock type. So it is searchable by Gallant.
It takes
situational.
It takes away the surprise factor, but it's there if you need it.
That it makes them awkwardly play because they know you have it and they know you can drop it at any time.
If they're not one of those decks that can go into Appaloosa by a summon 4, they're just kind of like, well, yeah.
So it's nice to at least have that threat saying, hey, it's here.
There's nothing wrong with your side deck. Your side deck's fine.
I want to play a triple droll or 3 drolls. I don't have a third, so we're just sticking with the 2.
Okay. No problem.
But yeah, pretty standard, nothing special. It does what it needs to do.
Sweet. Oh, well, thanks for the deck profile. Any shout outs you want to give?
Shout out to Ethan for the Zeus. Really
Ethan, we all know Ethan. Shout outs to this guy.
Really helped me get that game 2 against Tri Brigade and stay alive till I could push for game next turn. And shout out to Ethan as well for the ride down here. We had to haul to get here. We were almost late, but we made it.
It's all good.
Great time.
Good guy.
And, shout out to Dustin for the video and for letting us start a few minutes late today.
Appreciate it. No problem. All right. Thanks for the deck profile. Be sure to like the video, share the video, subscribe, get the bell on, all that good stuff. And we will see you next time.